In this training video, we are going to look at the client section. Okay, so the client section you'll find directly below the timetable on the left hand side. If we click that, we'll see that it'll take us to a list of clients that we have on our account. So this is the list of all clients on this account. We can filter these by approved, not approved, if they have a phone number added. We can sort them by A to Z, Z to A, most active clients first, least active clients first, new clients first, or long-term clients first. Okay, so we have a number of different options in who we're looking for, what we're looking for, what parameters, etc. And they can all be found across the top. Or we can search for a client by simply searching in the search bar. Obviously, this is a small list, but we can see them all there. So once we have our list, we have a number of options when we click into their accounts. So I've clicked on Alex here. Alex has 4 different tabs, as does everybody on your account. They have timeline, general notes, goals, and services. They also have this little tab on the top right, which is where I'm going to start. So this tab on the top right gives you the option to charge client. Okay, this is if they have a card registered, one will already be pre-filled in here, and you simply must just select it if you wish to charge it. Otherwise, we can add new card details in. Just there, press add, put in the amount you wish to charge that customer, and then a descriptor that will appear on that client's email receipts. Now that's if we're applying a custom charge. It can also be helpful if you are charging a pro rata before then setting up a custom start date on their membership. But in this case, it's quite handy as a custom charge, or if you wanted to charge somebody for a bottle of water, a t-shirt, or a piece of merch. The other option here is point of sale. So in order to be connected to a point of sale, you will have to purchase one through us. But once purchased, it works the very same way. You would just apply the amount that is to be charged. You would put a description, and then you have the option to send an email to that client, and they can just tap their card against the card reader, etc., or pop it in if it's above a certain amount. But again, you have options to do that, whether it's a point of sale or whether you just want to charge their card and take the long number and such. So that's the top corner there with the charge client. We do also have the option to edit that client in terms of like adding a phone number. The client themselves, for GDPR reasons, will be able to, is the only person that will be able to change their email or name, but they can do that through their account profile and edit. We have the option to send them a one-off SMS message, which does have a charge associated with it, but it's important to note that the number itself must be formatted correctly in order to be messaged. You can send any message you like there, or you can simply remove client. Sometimes we might need to remove a client because they're not active anymore, or maybe we're gone above our plan's set numbers and we don't need that client on it. We can do that there. But to make our way down to these 4 next tabs, timeline simply just shows all the events, future and past of this client. At the moment, Alex hasn't been to the gym and has no sessions planned. We can create general notes for Alex. So in Alex's case, maybe he has had an ACL surgery previously, and the whole purpose of him coming to the gym is to rehab his knee. In this case, I'm just going to say ACL surgery. Ignore my spelling, please. But ACL surgery, let's say 4 months ago. Okay, only the professional, yourself, will be able to see this. The client will not. Okay, so that's saved automatically there. We can then go to the next one, which is goals. So as you can see, I've already written up a goal for Alex, which was to rebuild his leg strength. Okay, now obviously we can put some specific parameters around that, but that is dropped down here as a nice set goal. We can see when this was created so that we can check back every set period to review that goal. Once it's done, you can mark it as complete, or maybe you just want to remove that and make it more specific. We have the option to do so. The last tab here on the right is services. So at the moment, you can see that Alex doesn't have any services. He hasn't purchased a membership and he hasn't purchased a package. So let's find somebody that has, so I can give you a little more info on how we can manage the membership or packages from here also. So if we look at Sean here, excuse me, Sean has purchased a number of different memberships. Okay, in fact, they're all active, which wouldn't normally be the case. Okay, but if I click onto, let's say, Sean's twice per week option here, we can see that Sean this has been assigned unpaid by the professional, which was me. He hasn't paid, and the next billing is this. Okay, this will automatically renew anyway, as it is a membership, which is a recurring payment. But if this was purchased by a client, you will often see the word card written here because that would have been the payment method. You'll see purchased by client over here on the right hand side. And again, it will just still show the next billing date. But you can modify it from here, whether you want to cancel the membership, click the X. You can cancel it immediately or at the end of the current billing period. You can freeze it until a certain date if you wish. You must have a reactivation date. So for example, if I freeze this today, I have to put in a date for which it would unfreeze. So I could say the 31st of the 10th at 10:36. Okay, so you have the option to freeze it. You can edit the billing date. So instead of the next billing being the 2nd of November, I could change that and just say, okay, it's going to be the 1st. There we go. Press confirm and done. From there, we do have one more option, which is switch of membership. So if I click on switch of membership, this simply allows me to switch this client from one membership to another. You'll see that the current membership is the personal training twice per week, but I can select a different one. So if they were going to go from personal training maybe to personal training and nutrition, they're increasing their cost by 50 and it's being billed every 1 month in this case, but we can switch from one membership to the other. And this would apply at the end of the next billing. So for example, this would continue until the 1st of November, as I've just said. And then at that point, on the 1st of November, it would switch to this new one. Okay, but then you just press switch and it's all good to go. Aside from that, you'll see directly below that this is the credit section. The credit section simply allows you to reduce or increase the amount of sessions allocated with that membership or package. I can click the minus button to reduce the amount of sessions they have, plus to add an additional session to the membership. You can see that the date of credits is between October 5th and November 2nd. October 5th would have been the first payment. So that means that it will renew every 4 weeks as such, whereas the billing is slightly separate. So the billing, they are going to be billed on the 1st of November, but in every 4-week period, they will still have their set credits. If you look below that, you will then see bookings that were made using this membership. So there's 2 SGPT or small group personal training sessions booked with this. But again, that should just be a quick overview of how to modify memberships within the client section of your LegitFit account. So as always, if you have any questions, you can email support@legitfit.com.